Hey everyone, welcome back to Echo Your English. I'm Emily.
And I'm Ryan. We're really glad you're here with us today. So, Emily, I was doing something strange yesterday. I left my phone at home by accident.
Oh wow, that already sounds stressful.
That's what I thought too. But honestly, after the first 10 minutes of panic, it felt kind of peaceful. And it made me think about something. Life before smartphones.
That's such a big topic, and also a very emotional one, I think. Because when you really stop and think about it, life felt different. Not better in every way, but definitely different.
Yeah, I'm not saying everything was perfect, but there was a slower feeling, like time moved at a different speed.
I agree. Before smartphones, waiting was just a normal part of life. Waiting for the buzz, waiting for a friend, waiting for a reply.
Yes, and you couldn't check anything while you waited. You just waited.
Or you watched people, or you daydreamed, or you just stood there with your thoughts.
Which sounds boring now, but back then it didn't feel boring. It felt normal.
Exactly. And boredom itself was different. We were bored more often, but boredom didn't feel like a problem that needed to be fixed immediately.
That's such a good point. Now, the moment we feel bored, our hand automatically reaches for our phone. It's almost unconscious.
Yeah, it's like a reflex. You don't even decide to do it, you just do it.
Before smartphones, if you were bored, you might call a friend, or read a book, or just lie on your bed and stare at the ceiling.
I used to do that a lot. Just lying there, listening to music, thinking about nothing and everything at the same time.
Same here. And music felt different too, didn't it?
Oh, definitely. Music was an experience. You waited for your favorite song on the radio, or you played the same CD again and again.
And when the song finally came on, it felt special. You didn't skip it after 10 seconds.
No skipping at all. You listened to the whole song, even if you didn't love every part of it.
Now we have unlimited music, unlimited choice. But sometimes it feels like we enjoy it less.
That's something I think about a lot. We have more of everything now, but we're less satisfied.
Yeah, before smartphones, if you met a friend, that time was fully yours. You were present.
And if someone was late, you didn't know why. You just waited and hoped they'd show up.
Or you worried a little, but you couldn't message them every 2 minutes.
Exactly. And conversations felt deeper in some ways because there were fewer interruptions.
No notifications lighting up the table, no phones face down between coffee cups.
And eye contact. We made more eye contact.
That's true. Now it's very normal to talk while looking at a screen.
And I don't think people do that because they don't care. I think we've just gotten used to divided attention.
Divided attention is such a useful phrase. It means your focus is split between two things.
Right. And when your attention is divided, you're never fully anywhere.
Before smartphones, attention was simpler. If you were with someone, you were with them.
Unless the TV was on.
True. Okay, we weren't perfect.
But even TV was different. You watched what was on. You didn't choose from thousands of options.
And when the show ended, that was it. You didn't automatically go to the next episode.
You waited a whole week sometimes.
Which sounds impossible now.
I know. Now, if a new series comes out, people watch 10 episodes in one night.
And then they say, I'm tired, but they keep watching.
That kind of tired didn't exist before. It's a mental tiredness, like your brain has been too busy.
That's such a good way to put it. Our brains are always busy now, always processing something.
Notifications, messages, news, videos, comments.
And none of it ever really ends.
Before smartphones, the day had clearer boundaries. School ended, work ended, home was home.
Yes, now work can follow you into your bed.
Emails at night, messages early in the morning.
And there's this quiet pressure to reply quickly.
That pressure is new. Before, if someone called and you missed it, they'd call again later.
Or leave a message, and that was normal.
Now, if you don't reply, people wonder why.
And sometimes you feel guilty even when you don't need to.
Exactly. And another thing I miss is getting lost, physically lost.
Oh wow, yes, using maps,
Paper maps, or asking strangers for directions.
which forced you to talk to people.
And sometimes those conversations were awkward, sometimes kind, sometimes funny.
Now we follow a blue line on a screen and don't talk to anyone.
And if the GPS fails, we panic.
We really do.
Before smartphones, memory works differently too.
How so?
We remembered phone numbers, birthdays, addresses.
Oh yeah, I used to know so many numbers by heart.
Now I barely know my own number.
Same. Our phones remember for us.
Which is convenient. I don't want to go back to memorizing everything.
Me neither. I don't think this is about saying the past was better.
No, it's more about noticing what we've gained and what we've lost.
Smartphones gave us connection, instant connection.
Especially for people far away.
Yes, I can talk to friends across the world in seconds.
That's incredible. That wasn't possible before.
But sometimes I wonder if we traded depth for speed.
That's such a thoughtful way to say it. Depth for speed.
Messages are quick, but they're often shallow.
And silence feels uncomfortable now.
Before smartphones, silence was just silence.
Now, silence feels like something is wrong,
Or like you should be doing something.
checking something.
Exactly.
And this constant checking changes how we feel inside,
I think so too. It makes it harder to be alone with your thoughts.
which can be scary but also important.
Some of our best ideas used to come from those quiet moments.
Or just understanding ourselves better.
Yeah, sitting with your feelings instead of distracting yourself.
That's much harder now.
But also, maybe that's why conversations like this matter.
I agree. Slowing down, talking, listening.
And for our listeners, just listening in English without pressure.
Exactly. Just letting the language flow naturally.
Just like life used to flow a little more slowly.
That feels like a good place to pause for now.
Yeah, let's take a breath here.
You know, Ryan, something else that feels very different now is how we remember moments.
Yeah, that's a big one. Go on.
Before smartphones, memories lived mostly in our heads, maybe in a few photo albums at home, but not everywhere.
Right, you didn't document every small thing.
Exactly. If you went on a trip, you took a few photos, very carefully. Film was limited.
And you didn't know if the photo was good until days later.
That's true. There was suspense. And honestly, most moments weren't photographed at all.
They were just lived.
Yes. Now, sometimes it feels like we experience life through a camera.
Or through a screen. We're thinking about how something looks instead of how it feels.
I've noticed that too. Even during happy moments, there's this thought like, should I post this?
Yeah, and that thought pulls you out of the moment.
Before smartphones, happiness was quieter.
That's a beautiful word for it. Quieter.
You didn't need anyone else to see it or like it.
And sadness was quieter too.
True, you had fewer places to compare your life with others.
Comparison is such a big part of smartphone life.
And it can be exhausting. You see other people's highlights all day long,
Which makes your own normal life feel smaller.
even though it's not.
Exactly. Before smartphones, your world felt more local.
Your friends, your neighborhood, your routine,
Now we carry the whole world in our pocket.
which sounds amazing, but it can also be heavy.
Very heavy. Bad news from everywhere all the time.
Before, news came at specific times,
Morning newspaper, evening TV.
and then it stopped.
Now it never stops.
And that affects our mood more than we realize.
Sometimes I feel anxious without knowing why.
Same. And then I realize I've been scrolling for too long.
Doom scrolling.
Yes, that word didn't exist before smartphones.
And it describes a very modern feeling.
The feeling of wanting to stop but not stopping.
Before smartphones, it was easier to disconnect.
Because disconnection was the default.
Now, connection is the default, and disconnection takes effort.
You have to choose it.
and sometimes explain it to others.
Like when you don't reply quickly.
Or when you say, I didn't see your message.
And people don't always believe you.
Because phones are always with us.
Another thing I miss is how evenings felt.
Oh yeah, tell me about that.
Evenings were slower. After dinner, there wasn't much to do.
Maybe TV, maybe a book.
Or just talking with family.
Now evenings disappear so fast.
1 minute it's 7 p.m. and suddenly it's midnight.
Because time moves differently on a screen.
It really does. Minutes turn into hours.
Before smartphones, tiredness came from the body.
Now, tiredness comes from the mind.
Mental fatigue.
Exactly. Even when you've been sitting all day.
And yet, you feel exhausted.
Sometimes I miss feeling bored in a simple way.
Me too. Boredom used to lead to creativity.
Drawing, writing, building things.
Or just thinking.
Now, boredom is something we escape from immediately.
And maybe we lose something because of that.
I think we do.
But I also think we can learn to use smartphones differently.
Yes, more consciously.
Not rejecting them, but not letting them control us.
That balance is the challenge of modern life.
And something we're all still learning.
Definitely. You know, Ryan, sometimes I try to remember the exact feeling of a normal day before smartphones. Not a special day, just an ordinary one.
I like that. Ordinary days say a lot about a life.
Exactly. You'd wake up, maybe feel a little sleepy, but not instantly overwhelmed.
Right. The first thing you saw wasn't a screen full of messages or news.
You stretched, you looked around the room.
Maybe you stared out the window for a bit.
Yes, and your mind woke up slowly.
Now the mind wakes up at full speed immediately,
Emails, notifications, reminders.
even before you're fully awake.
Before smartphones, mornings belonged to you.
That's such a strong sentence.
Now, mornings belong to the world.
To everyone else's needs.
And that changes the tone of the whole day.
It really does. I notice my mood is different depending on how I start the morning.
Same here. If I check my phone too early, I feel rushed all day.
Before smartphones, rushing felt more physical.
Running late, missing the bus.
Now rushing is mental.
Your thoughts are already racing.
Another thing I remember is how we planned things.
Oh yes, planning was an event.
You called someone, you agreed on a time and place.
And that plan was final.
There was no constant updating.
No, I'm 5 minutes late, messages.
Or actually, can we change the plan?
You committed to things more.
Because changing them was harder.
Now flexibility is easier, but commitment is weaker.
That's such an honest observation.
I think smartphones made it easier to escape plans.
Or delay decisions.
Or keep options open.
Which can be good.
Yes, but it can also make life feel uncertain.
Like nothing is fixed.
Exactly.
Before smartphones, social life felt simpler.
Smaller, but warmer.
You didn't have hundreds of contacts.
You had a few close people.
And when you met, you really talked.
Long conversations.
No distractions.
No checking phones in the middle of a sentence.
And silence wasn't awkward.
It was comfortable.
Now, silence feels like something to fill.
With a screen.
Or a notification.
I sometimes miss not being reachable.
Me too. Being unreachable felt normal.
Now it feels like a problem.
Or even rude.
But being reachable all the time is tiring.
It's like being on call forever.
That's such a good comparison.
Before smartphones, privacy felt natural.
Now we have to protect it.
Turn off notifications, use Do Not Disturb.
Before, life itself was do not disturb.
Wow, that's so true.
And yet we've adapted so quickly.
Humans always do.
But adaptation doesn't mean it's always healthy.
Exactly. That's why reflection matters.
Talking about it like this matters.
Because it helps us choose more intentionally.
Not live on autopilot.
I think many people listening right now are nodding.
I hope so, because this feeling is very shared.
You're not alone if you miss a slower life.
Or if you feel tired of constant connection.
And you don't have to go back in time to change things.
You can create small before smartphone moments now.
Like phone-free mornings.
Or walks without headphones.
Or conversations without checking screens.
Small choices.
but powerful ones.
I think that's a nice thought to hold.
Yeah, let's sit with that for a moment.
You know, Ryan, sometimes people say, well, you can just turn your phone off, and technically that's true.
Yeah, but emotionally, it's not that simple.
Exactly. Turning the phone off feels like stepping out of the world now.
Or like you're missing something important.
Before smartphones, missing out wasn't really a concept.
You didn't know what you were missing, so you didn't worry about it.
Now we have a word for it. FOMO.
Fear of missing out.
And that fear keeps us checking.
Even when we don't want to.
Before smartphones, evenings were quieter in the mind.
Your thoughts slowed down naturally.
Now we have to force them to slow down.
Through meditation apps, sleep apps.
Apps to help us recover from other apps.
That irony always makes me smile.
Me too, and sometimes feel a little sad.
Same. Another thing I've been thinking about is patience.
Oh yes, patience has really changed.
Before smartphones, patience was trained every day.
Waiting for letters,
Waiting for photos to be developed.
waiting for answers.
Now, waiting feels unbearable.
Even a few seconds feels long.
We refresh pages, we check again,
We expect instant results.
and when we don't get them, we feel frustrated.
That frustration slowly becomes part of us
Before smartphones, frustration existed, but it passed.
because there was nothing to do but wait.
Waiting was active in a strange way.
You were present with it.
Now, waiting is passive but restless.
Your body is still, but your mind is jumping.
That's a great description.
I also think about childhood a lot.
Yes, childhood before smartphones was very different.
Kids played outside more.
They invented games.
They argued, got bored, made up again.
They learned social skills face to face.
Now childhood happens on screens too.
And I don't want to judge that,
No, me neither.
but it's worth noticing how it shapes people.
Especially attention.
Attention spans feel shorter now,
It's harder to stay with one thing,
including conversations,
including listening.
which is why long, slow podcasts like this matter.
Exactly. It's like training a muscle again.
The muscle of attention
And patience.
and presence.
Before smartphones, presence was the default.
Now it's a practice.
Something you work on.
I sometimes think smartphones didn't change who we are.
They just amplified certain parts.
Our curiosity,
Our anxiety.
our need for connection.
And our fear of being alone.
Before smartphones, being alone was more common.
And more accepted.
Now, being alone feels uncomfortable for many people.
Because alone often means silent.
And silence feels loud now.
That's such a powerful sentence.
Silence forces us to hear ourselves,
And that can be hard.
but also healing.
I think that's the key.
Smartphones aren't the enemy,
They're tools,
but we need to decide how we use them.
instead of letting them decide for us.
And maybe remember some lessons from life before them.
Like slowing down,
Being present,
letting moments exist without proof,
without photos,
without likes.
just lived.
I really like that idea.
Me too.
It feels like a gentle invitation,
Not to go backward,
but to bring something forward.
the calm,
The slowness.
the depth.
I think that's a beautiful place to end today.
Yeah, let's end here.
Thank you for spending this time with us.
And thank you for listening slowly in your own way.
If you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to subscribe to Echo Your English.
And we'll be back soon with another calm, natural English conversation.
Until then, take care.
And maybe put your phone down for a moment.
Just for a moment.
See how it feels.